No, it's a good start. It's just not everything. Um, okay, so I am starting this streaming on other places,
Okay.
notably Facebook and YouTube. And I'm going to go share the Facebook one with both of you on your profile pages.
Okay,
Okay.
super.
Did you want to do any kind of a sound check before we do that?
Well, I just played in Israel, so I'm checked. They're quite generous about telling me whether it's okay or not. So,
Okay. Um, I mean, balance wise, like,
yeah,
is what I'm playing with my piano roughly good enough with my vocal?
it sounds pretty balanced to me. What do you think?
Yeah, it sounds pretty balanced to me. That's a fair amount of reverb on your voice, but
I can turn it down if it's too much. Totally.
I'd trim it just a little if it was me, but you may like it that way.
Okay. And let's just get the guitar happening too, just to make sure. Mute your ears. Cover your ears while I plug in.
Can't do that. I'm plugged in.
All right.
That wasn't too bad.
Well, this is what my guitar sounds like when I'm singing.
Yeah, that works for me.
All right, good.
How's it sound to you, Jane?
It sounds good. I'm sort of here and not here. I'm
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead
sharing
and do
the
your thing.
yeah.
Hey, I see my cousin out in Oxnard has showed up. My audio should be pretty stable, but I can't guarantee my video. We don't have a very robust internet upload speed here.
Huh. Well, theoretically, this is going to your Facebook, Daniel, but it
Okay.
keeps telling me something went wrong. So would you mind checking your
Yeah, I'm going to go look
profile?
right now. Heading off to take a peek.
And post. Yeah, it went to Eric's okay. Share to friends. Trying that again. I'd share it to your YouTube channel too, but they haven't given me instructions on how to do that.
Okay.
No, it keeps saying something went wrong. Do you have something blocked on your profile?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, well, yeah, as far as just other people posting to my profile, yeah, okay.
I think that's the problem.
All right, well, let's see if I can fix that real quick.
Okay.
We still have 9 minutes, right?
Right.
Okay. So let's see if I'm smart enough to multitask this. I wouldn't swear to it.
I
Okay,
gave up
well,
multitasking for Lent and I never got it back again.
Now the question is, where are such fancy settings?
um, privacy.
Yeah, I can't find any kind of settings at all right at the moment.
Oh,
Here we go.
the top right hand corner, the little down arrow.
Top right hand corner. I got no down arrow.
Next to where notifications.
Okay, well, no, I just have my accounts button. Display preferences.
Probably.
Settings and privacy. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, privacy shortcut. Settings. Privacy. How people find and contact you. Who can look you up? Who can see you? Who can see your posts?
Yeah, there you go. Actually, who can post is more to
Right.
the point.
Yeah,
If-
that's what I don't see.
Okay, well, There's a workaround, maybe. If you go to my profile and hit share, you should be able to get it off my profile and onto yours.
Okay. So I'm going home. I'm going to Jan. Sideys. There's you. There's this. Share. Share now public.
Oh, you know
There's
what?
my
Hold on a
timeline.
second. Don't do it yet.
I already did.
Oh, phooey. Okay, I have to make it public on mine.
Well, it says it's shared to my timeline.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, never mind then.
So I'm going to go look at my timeline, and there it is. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
perfect. Okay, well, if I ever figure out how to do that on YouTube, I will definitely let everybody know.
there. And now I'm going to log out of that so we don't get interesting announcements and stuff.
Yes,
Damn.
great.
Let's see.
Oh,
We
there's-
have Terry and Tim and Jim and Ozzy watching the behind the scenes.
Well, now you know all our secrets.
Boy, that sounds a whole lot better when I get back here by the mic.
Yeah.
Okay, now what was that background noise?
Well, I'll make an announcement at the beginning about how everybody needs to mute if they're not the one playing. But for now, let's.
Right.
I mean,
Sure.
chat's fine. Oh, and by the way, open up your chat because there's a whole nother world going on over there. I mean, not right at the moment, but there will be.
Yeah, which I don't want to see while I'm while I'm trying to sing, but when I'm not, yeah.
Yeah. All sorts of
You
information
have a
gets.
big screen right in front of you, Daniel, so we can distract you.
Yeah, there you go. Oh,
Heck,
and of course,
Lots of fun and virtually because you can't hit me with a rotten egg.
well, and I see that Zoom has decided that today is one of the days when it's not going to show my photograph when I turn my camera off. It seems to be very fickle about that. So if I have to go off camera to run to the head or something, I'll just be a black screen or an empty chair.
Tell you that I cannot access the chat room because my computer is all the way over
Okay.
there.
Okay,
So
well, if anything important happens over there, I'll let you know.
I appreciate that.
Sure. Hi, Joe. Uh-oh, it's just a picture of Joe. It's not the real Joe.
Well, I don't
Wait,
even see a
that
picture. Oh,
picture
there's
just,
Joe.
yeah, the picture just smiled, so maybe it is. the
Oh,
real
he's
Joe.
moving. It's real. It's really Joe. Oh, it's yeah, it's good to see you, Joe and Jim and Tim, and I don't see Ozzy or Petra or Lizzie yet, but I see their names. So.
Hey, Joe.
Hi,
Ah,
Petra.
There's Petra.
Hello.
That's my niece up in Milwaukee, or Wauwatosa, actually.
How's life in Milwaukee? Hi, Bev.
Quiet at the moment.
White, you say?
I said quiet at the moment.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant snowy.
Oh, no, not yet. It doesn't seem like we've gotten as much as you.
Okay. Ours
Quiet
is
is
mostly melted
good.
off.
Oh, that's good.
As long as you don't climb up on the mountain. If you climb up on the mountain, there's still snow up there. With bear tracks in it.
Yeah, I saw your post.
Why do guitars that are in tune before you turn on the camera go out of tune the minute you turn it on?
Because you turned the camera on?
I think so, yeah.
Schrodinger's guitar.
Right.
Heisenberg. It's the Heisenberg
That's it.
intonation
Yep.
principles.
The Albuquerque effect.
That's the one. So what's going to happen in a few minutes is I'm going to introduce everybody, and then if y'all could kick it off, I like to bring up the rear. And hope that's okay. So if you want to draw straws or somebody volunteer for who goes first, that
Well, I'll
would be
volunteer, but if Eric has a preference, I'm negotiable.
I'd really prefer to go second.
Okay, perfect.
Oh.
That works for me.
See, all of you are getting to hear all the nuts and bolts.
And see all the careful planning that goes into this.
Yes, that's your reward for coming in early. But
wow, I got a sister and a niece and a cousin and a bunch of dear friends.
How wonderful!
This is so cool. Is there anybody on here that is not a close friend or family member of mine? Not yet. Well, I guess that says who did the advertising.
Well, there have been several people who've opened up earlier today, and they're not here now, so I'm going to assume they're coming back.
That or they got their time zones wrong.
You know, it happens every time.
Or failed to switch their clocks.
Well, the worst one was earlier this summer when that wasn't an issue. One of the performers showed up 2 hours late because he
was
missed
on that
the
one.
Central Time thing.
Oh, not 2 hours late. I was on the one where one of the performers showed up half an hour late because I called her and said, "You're supposed to be on the air." She,
Hate it when that happens.
yeah. Hey, and there's another friend from Albuquerque. Hi, Donna. Former president of the Albuquerque Folk Festival.
Well, hi, Donna. Good to see you. Who else we got? We've got friends and relatives of Daniel, and we've got Joe and Bev Angel. Yeah.
Raj is one of my students here at the university.
Something just changed in the audio landscape.
Well, hi, Raj. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hello.
Our pleasure.
Thank you, Professor, for sharing this.
I think I can claim the Schwartz.
I think that's probably appropriate.
Somebody got a baby in the background.
Oh, by
Hello,
the way,
Dan. This is Bijan. How are you?
Hey, Bijan, doing well. Good to see your name. I don't see your face, but I see your
Yeah,
name.
I was
That'll
doing
work.
housekeeping today, so I wasn't groomed. I wasn't ready to be on
that's
video.
okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, all the people who are naked, keep your cameras off. That's good.
So good seeing you, Dan.
All
You
sorts
too,
of
Bijan.
things can happen on
Welcome.
Zoom.
That's right. Oh, look at this. It's really filling up here. Pretty soon they won't fit on one screen.
We like that.
You bet.
Oh, now I've forgotten. Never mind. Just carry on.
Hey, Dan. We'll probably have our screen off because we're sort of working around here, but look forward to hearing it. Hello to you too, Eric,
Okay,
if
Paul.
you're
Good
around.
to see you. Oh, and my daughter Clara just showed up.
Cool.
Hi, Clara.
So at the end, I usually do ask
Terry?
everybody to uncloak, but of course it's up to you.
Hey, Jan and Daniel, it's Scott and
Hi, Scott.
Susie.
Hey,
Hi, Susie.
good to see you guys.
How are y'all?
Some of you are directly behind my camera tripod.
We're gonna click off our video and listen, so you don't have to be disrupted by looking at me.
No, that's part of the beauty of this is we get to actually see people while we're playing.
Which is why I do it on Zoom.
Exactly.
But if you're feeling shy, if you want to participate, and I'm saying this also to the people who are listening in on Facebook or YouTube, if you want to participate, come to the Zoom link. And if you would just as soon not, then you're in the right place. But we'd love to have you over here so that we can see you too, or at least see your name.
And while we're doing
How's your-
housekeeping, I'm going to go look and make sure it's up on my Facebook. But it was when I looked before.
So how's your camera issue, Eric?
Daddy, it is
my-
on your
my-
Facebook. That's how I got here.
Ah, okay,
My
super.
camera issue's fine, but if something happens, I'm just going to sign back in again on my phone. So never fear, I will return.
Okay, so my guests today at the Any Sunday Songwriters are, as many of you know, Daniel Bowling and Eric Schwartz. And my introduction to both of them had to do with SWRFA, which many but not all of you probably know what that is, SWRFA is the Southwest Regional Folk Alliance Conference. And the first time I became aware of Daniel was on Sunday morning brunch. When you come into SWRFA and you pick up your registration materials, they give you a little slip of paper that you fish out of a fishbowl, and it has a song prompt on it. And by Sunday morning, you have to have that song written and ready to perform at the Sunday morning brunch.
And nothing intimidating about that at all.
No, not at all. Especially because you're not, of course, staying up till 3 or 4 in the morning doing song circles and playing Beatles tunes and whatever somebody's dreamed up, you're probably doing it. And Daniel got up one Sunday morning brunch and played a song that it just made my eyes pop. I could not believe somebody wrote a song like that in one weekend, and he did. And my introduction to Eric also had to do with SWRFA. It was kind of funny because it was the same Sunday morning brunch, and Eric got up to do his song and dropped an F-bomb in it right at the moment when Dallas walked through the door with some reporter. Yeah. So, I definitely want to know this person better. And actually, I've watched him charm children in Africa, and he is also a fairly remarkable photographer.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
And just because I know you're going to love this show, why don't we give them a big welcoming round of applause before we start? And I'll lead.
Thank you. I can see your hands moving. That's good enough.
So, Daniel, would you like to kick us off?
I sure will. Let me do a
everyone
fairly new
else,
song.
please mute.
Yeah, we'll get the best sound that way, but you're in control of your mute buttons. If you want to unmute to say something or applaud or whatever in between songs, that's great. It just while we're singing, having open microphones can cause us some sound issues. So if you're the guy with the open mic, Bijan. All right. Here we go. Let's try a fairly new song. A couple of you have heard it, but a lot of you haven't yet. From the point of view of a very small child, we raised Clara and Sam around this house, so Ellen and I are of the opinion that very young children see a whole lot more than we often give them credit for, and they understand a lot of it too. Mom says Joey's pure mixed breed. The person he loves best is me. We take long walks, I'm almost 3. Mama holds the leash. Me and Joey, we don't care. We take Mama everywhere. I know Mama's always there. Mama holds the leash. Mama never lets it show. Joey goes right where I go. Joey probably doesn't know Mama holds the leash. Having fun with my friend Joey, running fast, walking slowly. We don't worry where we're going, Mama holds the leash. We take walks with Grandpa Jim, but Grandpa got real sick again. His dog Molly walks with him. Mama holds the leash, and Molly's sure to stay real close to Grandpa's leg. She loves him most. I don't think that Grandpa knows Mama holds the leash. He just knows that Molly cares. I hope people everywhere love a dog and someone's there to help them hold the leash. Thank you.
Lovely.
Good. I hope that sound came through well.
It did. Came through very well.
Super.
Shall I?
Yes, you shall.
All right. So I thought that I would sing the song that I presented. I guess the F-bomb must have been a subset of that song. So, but I'm going to, there are decent people here, so I will adjust. But the title that I picked out of the hat was Never-Ending Story. And all the people in the audience went, "Aww." and then I played this. There's nothing all that special about John. Born and raised in an average town, an average house with an average lawn. But I'll tell you, if you ever met the guy, you'd swear he had some magic by the twinkle in his eye. If you were to buy our John a beer and pass him your guitar, well, I know what you would hear. Just a never-ending story about a boy who loves a girl, who found him in the darkness and brightened up his world. And the only way he knows to thank the Lord in all his glory, he writes another goddamn song about the never-ending story. She'll tell you how she found him in a daze, at the bottom of a bottle. She gently changed his ways, and he swore that if she'd ever be his wife, he would set their love to music, sell 1 million, and make a life. Well, Lady Luck has yet to come along, and since his lady hasn't left yet, he feels compelled to write another song about the never-ending story about a boy who loves a girl, who found him in the darkness and brightened up his world. The only way he knows to thank the Lord in all his glory, he writes another frickin' song about the never-ending story. You may ask how all this information I have come to know. Well, it's just something his wife said in bed when he was at a show, about the never-ending story about a boy who loves a girl, standing by her man, a peon at the Waffle World. And the only way he knows to thank the Lord in all his glory, he writes another frickin' song about 20 verses long, about a love gone wrong in a never-ending story. Oh, it's a never-ending story. Oh, ending story.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. A little bit of housekeeping. I am going to put up a tip jar, and the tips will be split between the three of us. Eric has informed me he'd like to give his share to charity, and I'm sure he'll be able to tell you more about that. But after my song, look in the chat, and you'll see the tip jar. So I have a hard time letting go of holidays, and I know Halloween was over yesterday, and it was sort of a subdued Halloween. But this song was written actually for a different, more personal reason. I've just found it useful during this season, this year, these last 7 months. There are goblins in my head who only want to scare me just a little, make me worry as I slumber in my bed. There are goblins in my head who tell me tales of terror and show me ugly pictures of goblins in my head. Where are my angels to wrap their wings around me and help me sleep more soundly and save me from these dreams of dread? Where are my angels to help me sleep more sweetly, hold me close and keep me from these goblins in my head? 'Cause there are goblins in my head who growl at me in voices and make me doubt my choices and fill me with regret. There are goblins in my head whose mission to beset me they carry out with such glee that I wake up in a sweat. Where are my angels to wrap their wings around me and help me sleep more soundly and save me from these dreams of dread? Where are my angels to help me sleep more sweetly, to hold me close and keep me from these goblins in my head? Dreams should be the sweetest part of night, so I may not be doing something right. Where are my angels to wrap their wings around me and help me sleep more soundly and save me from these dreams of dread? Where are my angels to help me sleep more sweetly, hold me close and keep me from these goblins in my head? There are goblins in my head who only want to scare me just a little.
I think there's one sitting on your piano to your right.
Yes, that's Yarny, and he has a long story, a long yarn, if you will. He has a whole video game.
Well, if you're going to get on to Halloweenish issues, I'll do my only song that even remotely qualifies. All right. I'm just going to take it on faith that you guys can hear me, because I can hear everybody else and I can't hear me at all. So I guess we'll find out. In Japan in '64, I was a lonely 6-year-old. My Air Force daddy helped me and my sisters planting marigolds and pumpkin seeds beside our quarters in the strip of dirt between. Our vine grew one big pumpkin just in time for Halloween. I guess the kid next door was jealous of my pumpkin friend, 'cause one night he took a shovel, split it end to end. Well, I don't know what his life was like, God knows we never do. But when he stabbed my friend, he might as well have stabbed me too. I know it's just a pumpkin, it shouldn't mean that much, long as you have lots of friends and family and such. But all my life, when people talk about the ties that bind, in my heart of hearts, I see the pumpkin vine. Half a lifetime later, half a world away, the little misfit girl next door came to our porch to say, "Hey, mister, hanging on the wall between your house and mine, there's a lovely pumpkin on your pumpkin vine." I still see the sparkle in her eyes that grew so wide when I said, "Honey, that's your pumpkin. It's growing on your side." I looked a little later and she'd found a cardboard box to give her new friend shade and had him gently propped on blocks. I know it's just a pumpkin and it shouldn't mean that much, long as you have lots of friends and family and such. But all my life, when people talk about the ties that bind, in my heart of hearts I see the pumpkin vine. Oh, in my heart of hearts I see the pumpkin vine. Happy November 1st, everybody. Thank you.
Well, that's good for Halloween.
Well, let's just do it. I co-wrote this song with some dear friends of mine. We go by the name the Fox Run 5. It's Neil Eckstein. We usually get together for about a week during the summer. It's Neil Eckstein at his place in Sudbury, Massachusetts, and Matt Nicoa and Tom Prasada Rao and Jagoda. And we drink soda and we write a lot of songs and we record them and we shoot video, and this is one of the ones we did. So you may not know this, but there is an election next week, or this week, I guess. So getting a little political here. Wendy works at Walmart on the other side of town. Her husband had a bad heart, now he ain't around. Can't afford the daycare, she can't leave the kid alone. Now Wendy's on welfare, scared to lose her home. Yeah, Wendy's getting food stamps, while Walton's getting fat. I got a problem with that. Mama's little soldier came back a broken man, with the devil on his shoulder and a tremble in his hand. And with all the pills he's taken, he still can't sleep at night. He calls up the VA and it's just another fight. Now he's shivering in a doorway, curled up on a Christmas welcome mat. I got a problem with that. Well, be careful pointing fingers, 'cause every time you do, you know that there'll be 3 more pointing back at you. So go on and make a phone call and march on Washington. Speak your truth to power. It's up to everyone, 'cause you know the founding.
Eric, you just froze.
At an inopportune moment.
Yeah, really.
Let it go, let it go.
I guess so.
He's frozen.
Well, it was a great song.
I'd like to hear the rest of it.
Yeah, me too.
I
don't
think
know if he's
probably
got-
what happened was he was scatting and he scatted.
That could be it. Hopefully we can get him back here in a minute. Let me see if I can find a number and text him.
Well, take a biscuit and just kind of break a little corner off, and maybe he'll come. Oh, by the way, my T-shirt here. Let me back up here. There, I hope you can see that. Maybe I need to come in a little closer.
Your name is a
Ah, there you go. Terrible pun zone.
yeah.
You got closer, you got
Love
out, you got in my comfort zone.
So does that mean that you inflict punishment?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you froze, bud.
Yeah, actually,
you're just
it does.
right at the founding fathers. You froze. So
That's appropriate.
Ask him if he can go out and come in again.
Cats do that.
Yes, repeatedly.
I think it was Ray Bradbury that said a door was what a dog was on the wrong side of.
Jan, he's going to come back in on his phone, and hopefully that'll keep it from doing this.
That'd be great. Yeah. Okay, well,
He said nothing good happens after that in the song.
Oh, wow.
somehow I doubt that.
I do too. Well, at least he froze in a reasonably good, frame.
Yeah, usually when you freeze, it's with your mouth a little askew.
Of course, he's a tiny postage stamp, and I don't have my glasses on, so maybe he is. No, that's not bad.
Yeah, no.
Was
If you
intended by
have
the-
to freeze.
Intended by the framers.
Exactly. There you go. The founding framers. Well, what have we got 44 people on here. This is lovely. It's
Yeah,
so
isn't
nice to
it?
see. At least I can see 25 of you. I have to change screens to see the rest, but I'll do that right now.
Yes, if you put it on gallery view, you can see all these shining faces.
No, only 25 of them.
I see everybody here.
You see all 40?
I do.
Okay, I see Eric coming back in, looks like.
Oh, good.
Not to worry, folks. We're professionals.
The 25 or 49, depending upon what the resolution of your computer is. If it's a high enough resolution screen, you get 49 little boxes.
There you go, Vern. Well, I see Eric's name, but I don't see
Hi
him.
there, everybody. Can you hear
There
me?
you go.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
We can't
wanna
see
f-
you, but we can hear you.
All right. You can't see me?
No, you're a black or
Oh, there you are.
gray rectangle.
Yeah, now we can see you.
you. I can see you.
Really?
Yeah.
There are two different Eric Schwartz squares now. One is the black rectangle, the other is the live Eric Schwartz.
Hey, I'll turn off the other one.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that'll probably help.
Make sure you turn off the right one.
Usually when this happens on television, all you see is a screen that says technical difficulties.
That's right.
How many years has it been since you've seen a screen like that, though?
That's true. I have not recently.
I pay good money for gigabit Ethernet. And yet that happens. And I couldn't tell you why.
That's crazy. Okay, there you are. I see you now.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
so would you like to
changed
finish your
places.
song?
You were at the Founding Fathers, by the way.
Sure. All right. Well, I hate to start in the middle of a song, so I'll bluegrass my way to it from the beginning. Mama never told her, came back for the band. Never on it told her. All right. Cause you know the Founding Fathers wanted to give us all a chance. So much more than others get invited to this dance. Some may blame the Congress, some may blame the rich, some blame the sandbox bully boy who is clearly Putin's bitch. Now they keep on trying to steal the vote and keep us at each other's throats. They say there's nothing we can do. It's tempting, but it isn't true. Cause it still is a democracy. And if someone is expecting me to beg for scraps from some wannabe aristocrat, I got a problem with that. But da 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 da. Got a problem with that. Hey, I got a problem with that.
I do too.
That's how the song ends.
Excellent.
So that was less far away than I was thinking it was. But well worth the wait. So I'm going to change the pace and do a love song because the person it's directed at just came out and fixed my sound for me. My husband, Andy Murphy, who is not visible, but he's here, is the retired chief recording engineer for the fine arts department at UT and knows everything about everything and comes out and fixes my sound more often than not because I don't. And I'm losing my earbud as we speak. So this is a song for him. Don't seem like much that you cuddle up closer when it's cold at night. Don't seem like much that you rub my shoulders when I come home tired. But I don't know what I would ever do if I had to live in this world without you. Don't seem like much, but it's everything to me. Don't seem like much keeps people together these days. Takes a miracle or two, and that's still not enough to hear some tell it, and it sure don't seem to see them through. tough and turbulent times when love's so easily forgotten, still you don't forget mine. Don't seem like much, but it's everything to me. So many drops fill the ocean, so many stars fill the skies above, so many acts of devotion fill my heart with love. So it means so much when you tell me you love me, though we've had a fight. And it means so much when you say that you're sorry too, even when you were right. It's just a minor detail in the master plan. I'm just a woman, you're just a man. Don't seem like much, but it's everything to me. I don't mean it's unimportant or any kind of slight. I just wanted you to know that you're doing it right. Don't seem like much, I know, but it's everything to me. Everything. Thank you.
That's beautiful, Jan.
Thanks.
Well, I think in that case I'll do a love song as well, but from a little bit different perspective. 9 years ago today, we lost one of the great songwriters, Tim Henderson. And I have a song that I wrote thinking about Tim Henderson, but it applies to so many of our wonderful songwriters that we've lost just recently. I mean, Guy Clark and John Prine, and the list just keeps going on and on of people who have been important to me as a songwriter. And they're gone now, but their songs are still here, and I'm so grateful for that. Tim was a wonderful man, a tremendous songwriter, and I think of him often. And I don't think Marion has joined us, but I know there's a number of Tim Henderson fans on here. So here's the song I wrote as a songwriting challenge, as Jan was talking about, but not at Southwest Regional, but at International, I guess it was. And the prompt in the little jar said, "Sing your songs." So I took a few liberties with that, and here's what I came up with. Are you still singing your songs? Thought I heard you yesterday. Everything was quiet, middle of the night, when you used to take your guitar down and play. I guess I could have been wrong, but it sure sounded like your song made me smile like I haven't in a while. About the best I've felt since you've been gone. Are you singing your songs when the nighttime falls? I don't know what all there is up there to do, but when you're done for the day and you fold those wings away, I hope you're singing your songs. We are too. expect you make the rounds. Look after all of us here on the ground. Do what you can, lend your gentle hand, like you always did when you were still around. Came to make and do, you were the king. Find the sunny side to anything. I know you're always near, I can feel you here. But Lord, it did me good to hear you sing. Are you singing your songs when the nighttime falls? I don't know what all there is up there to do. But when you're done for the day and you fold those wings away, I hope you're singing your songs. We are too. Somebody's opened a mic. If C.E. Vaughn could please mute, that would sure help, because I can hear you, but I can't hear me. There we go, thank you. Love the way your mind could weave a story. Subtle dance you'd choreograph. Ever since you went to glory, I imagine that you're making all the angels laugh. Are you singing your songs when the nighttime falls? I don't know what all there is up there to do. But when you're done for the day and you fold those wings away, I hope you're singing your songs. We are too. Thank you, folks.
Lovely. And Marion is here. She
good, good.
Yeah.
Well, and if you want to hear how the bridge really goes, you can you can find it on a couple of my records. I know it's on These Houses, and I think it may also be on Live at the Kitchen Sink. But anyhow, lovely to sing with you all today. What do you got for us, Eric?
Well, first of all, can you see me?
Yes.
Can you see everything in me that you need to see? You can see a little bit of my guitar, my eyes gazing lovingly into each and every pair of yours.
Well, no.
Actually, some can, some can't.
It looks pretty good to me, Eric.
Okay, good.
You look good.
We got you from the knees up.
Knees. That's fine. It's fine. I'm wearing heels. It's a little odd. All right. Okay. So what do I want to? I had this great idea that I was going to play for you. Oh yeah. This title track of my latest record, and I say latest, very. I mean, it's accurate, but it's probably 6 years old at this point. There is one whom I have wronged, and he looks at me angrily. This bothers me. No matter what I do, I offer my apologies, and always ignores my pleas. But I ask myself what the better man would do. He would forgive me, so I'll forgive me too. There've been so many times that I have felt so low, I would rather die than look at me from someone else's view. And always there were those who would gladly tell me that I'm no good. But I ask myself what the better man would do. He would love me, so soon, well, I will love me too. Oh, I've been ashamed of the life that I've been living. So take my hand, tell me I'm forgiven. So if you're walking down the street and you see a soul who's in defeat, don't you pass her by, no matter what you do. 'Cause sister, don't you understand that when you lend a helping hand, well, the person you really help is you. Love your neighbor and she will love you too. If you do things, if you do things, well, if you do the things the better man would do.
That was wonderful.
That's a beauty.
Yeah. Well, since the subject is open, I'll do one from my most recent release. Also, it's only a year old, but if we survive the next week, then maybe it'll get a chance to be 6 years old. It was a concept album. It is a concept album. It's called Unsung, and it is all the stories from the Bible that you didn't get to hear because the person in question didn't get to tell them. And sometimes you don't even learn that person's name. But the one that made me notice this was actually a fairly important person if you take it as history. And she had 2 lines in the Bible, one of which was that she had either weak or cow-like eyes, depending on which translation you read. And since she was responsible for 8 of the 12 tribes, they wouldn't have been here without her. It seemed to me that she ought to have gotten a few more column inches. So this is all about her. As far back as I remember, I was always Rachel's sister. Sometimes I think that started before she was even born. She was lively, she was clever, and everybody loved her. And when the men came looking, it was Rachel they looked for, not me. I was Rachel's sister. Jacob saw her fetching water, asked if she was Laban's daughter, and she ran home to let us know to make room for one more. I fell in love that night at dinner. He never saw for watching her, and when the meal was over, it was Rachel he asked for, not me, Rachel's sister. This is the story as it is written, but those were the lives we were living. Here is the truth, not the one that others told. It's the one that I know. I am Rachel's sister. They said Jacob was the trickster, but my father brought me forward on Rachel's wedding day, draped in veils upon his arm. But then Jacob worked the harder, and for Rachel too he bartered. Still, I thought I'd win him when each new son was born to me, Rachel's sister. But every night I'd hear her whisper, "Give me sons like you gave my sister. Prove that you love me. Prove you love me more." So then one night he did it, and little Joseph was his favorite. But Rachel died in childbirth when her second son was born, leaving me, Rachel's sister. This is the story as it is written, but those were the lives we were living. Here is the truth, not the one that others told. It's the one that I know. I am Rachel's sister. Every now and then I wonder, is he still thinking of her, though I'm the one that keeps him warm when the nights are cold? Did she love him as I love him, or did she just love to win?
You're still dancing. 349. I actually went to the with a family that I know here that never.
Hold on
danced.
just a moment.
And
there. But she is blessed memory, so I will never know. I am only Rachel's sister. This is the story as it is written, but those were the lives we were given. So here is the truth, not the one the old man told. It's the one that I know. I am Rachel's sister, and it can only be told by Rachel's sister. Thank you.
Phenomenal. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Great multitasking there too, Jan.
You get used to it.
Guess you need to mute everybody before the singing starts.
Well, I do try to tell people, you know, like the dog that you don't notice barking next door is deafening on here, so you kind of have to stay out of the way. So the rule is the person who's singing gets to unmute. The rest of us have to do this.
There you go. I am so tickled to see 50 plus people on here. I know that it's gotten to the point with all of us performers trying to use Zoom and Facebook and such to perform for you, since we can't go out and sing for you face to face, that there's a thing called screen overload or Zoom fatigue. And I'm honored that you chose to be here for this couple of hours today. So thanks so much to Jan for inviting me and Eric to join her, and all of you for showing up. Well, here's one that hopefully not too many of you have heard yet, because it's written in the pandemic and too soon to be on an album yet. So. I tried to phone my daddy, had the number halfway dialed. Seemed like I felt him pat my shoulder, and I turned around and smiled. Thought about the 1,000 times I'd call him up and say, "Hello, Papa. What'd you do today?" Well, I think he'd be proud of me, how much I'm like him. I reckon he's with Mama, now they're happy once again. He tried hard to keep on living, but you know he had to pine. 20 years alone must seem the longest time. How do we go on without the people that we love? One foot after the other, no, they always wait for us. Face tomorrow, come tomorrow, slip the yoke of yesterday. All that matters is what you do today. My wife and I are getting older. Our kids are grown and gone. We wish they always could be with us for this journey that we're on. They live their own lives, and it thrills me when one calls me up to say, "Hello, Papa. What you do today?" How do we go on without the people that we love? One foot after the other, no, they always wait for us. Face tomorrow, come tomorrow, slip the yoke of yesterday. All that matters is what you do today. All that matters is what you do today. I tried to phone my daddy, had the number halfway dialed. Seemed like I felt him pat my shoulder, and I turned around and smiled. Hello, Papa. Thank you.
So, what'd you do today, Papa?
Got ready for this pretty much.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's gorgeous. Your guitar work is just amazing. It sounds fantastic.
Thank you, Eric. Glad to hear it. You're sounding good too.
Good. Thank Steve Jobs, because that's all that's happened right here. Stuck inside under governmental mandate. Gotta be responsible and flatten the curve. Now all you geniuses are back playing beach blanket bingo. Tell you what, you got a lot of freaking nerve, cause there's people on the front lines risking their lives, keeping us safe and fed and taking care of us if we catch corona. And God forbid y'all should think about anybody else. You gotta fight for your right to get melanoma. But me, I'm doing like I should, staying put. It ain't easy. But what are we supposed to do with cable, Wi-Fi, Facebook, Netflix, bourbon and gummies and you? We got lots of coffee in the cabinet, the fridge is full of beer. I got more chicken soup and tuna than I could get through in a year. 100 rolls of toilet paper underneath the bed. I could trade a few for steak if shit gets desperate. I got antiviral, antiseptic, disinfectant wipes, 105% alcohol for all you anal types. A bullet list a mile long of stuff I need to do, and if I finish Rick and Morty, I might get to 1 or 2. Well, who'd ever thought I'd be doing what I ought to be, in a loafer on the sofa, just grooving on the tube with cable, Wi-Fi, Facebook, Netflix, bourbon and gummies and you. Well, Mary, Mary, quite contagious. Super spreader of salmonella typhi. That's typhoid to you and me. She said, I feel fine, but people were dying, so they locked her on an island under quarantine. And after 26 years and a stroke, she died broke, confined, and pining.
and you've been asked to wear a mask at Walmart. So quit your freaking whining. Now it's looking like the country's opening up again, thanks in part to hissy fits thrown by militiamen under the encouragement of the telepresident when he's not buying stock in hydroxychloroquine. But until the coast is clear, I'll just be hanging here. We'll stand out of the way of wave number 2 with cable, Wi-Fi, Facebook, Netflix, bourbon and gummies and Lou. Well, the cable, Wi-Fi, Facebook, Netflix, bourbon and gummies.
Hot off the press.
Well, that was years old. I wrote that in 1974.
What what was gummies? What was it?
Yes.
Gummies.
There are
Gummies.
certain gummies which are, shall we say, infused with certain herbal properties.
Oh, got it.
Imagine that.
Shoot me now.
Well, I haven't written a specifically COVID song, but I have written this, which is sort of on the same general topic. I will not be going without a struggle. No one will have to say, don't go gently to that good night. I'll be kicking and screaming and hanging on to the door jambs, protesting all the way that I'm not done with this life. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth without the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. I believe Moses looked like Charlton Heston, and I believe he had a word with God. All I want to know is, when is it my turn? 'Cause I'm thinking miracles can't be all that hard. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear the truth without the noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. World peace is coming soon. We're gonna live up on the moon. I want to watch that dream come true. I want to be here. I want to see it. I want to see peace. I want to see joy. I want to hear that truth with no damn noise. I want to see justice with my own eyes. And then I'll be ready and I'll say goodbye. Maybe. Maybe not. By the way, whatever happened to my flying car? Thank you.
That's a good one, Jan.
Thanks.
Yeah, I've been looking for my flying car too. No luck at all.
Yeah,
my
none.
jetpack either.
But we do so well in 2 dimensions, right? We'd be wonderful in 3.
Oh, absolutely. All right, I haven't tried this song in a while. You know, that's one of the things about not being out playing 3 or 4 or 5 nights a week is some of the songs don't get exercised very much. So we'll find out whether I wind up rewriting this one on the spot or not. Stink bait dough, squished on a hook. You've got to know just how attractive that must look to an old catfish down in the mud. He takes a sniff, takes a bite, then he gives my line a tug. In my mind's eye, that cat's already cleaned and cooked. He's in the pan before he knows he's been hooked. Fresh apple pie here on my plate catches my eye like that big pot roast we just ate. And you flash a smile, a little shrug. I open wide, take a bite. You give my heartstrings one more tug. In your mind's eye, this cat's already cleaned and cooked. I'm in the pan before I know I've been hooked. That catfish wriggles off my hook. I never get to eat him. Often as he steals my bait, you'd think I come to feed him. When we first met, you turned my head. You're smart and so good looking. You stole my heart when I found out about what you've got cooking. Catching fish takes discipline. You gotta learn to wait. I may think I'm the better fisherman, but you'll always have the better bait. Fishing and food. What more do you need?
I think you did it.
Thank you.
Wow, I didn't start the song without unmuting. I'm growing as a person in the COVID age. It's a rare correct movement. Here's another song from the Fox 15, Days. If I go away and spend the day in solitude, you're thinking you're to blame for my quiet mood. I promise you there's nothing that you have to do. It's just my way of learning you. If I hold you to the fire for something you have said, and I want to talk it out before we go to bed, if I question why it is you do the things you do, it's just my way of learning you. I've made my mistakes, you've made yours too, but the one I'll never make is losing you. And if we should survive for 100 years on this roller coaster ride filled with joy and tears, the only thing I'll ever find to see me through
being here and learning you. Is being here, learning you.
That was just beautiful.
Thank you.
I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am.
Definitely.
Such a treat. So I know what I'll do. This is another one from the Unsung album. After a few like Rachel's sister, things started to get sort of bleak at my house. And I went looking for something to write a lighthearted or possibly funny song about. And if you've ever gone looking for humor in the Bible, you know what I found. So I ended up picking some characters that I thought it would be possible to say something funny about if I brought the funny. And this was one of those. This is my favorite one. By the way, Janet, yeah, Lynette got off before I could tell her that, yes, I will be there next Sunday. I go to Israel every Sunday morning. It's really fun. And Janet lives in Tel Aviv, and she's who we stayed with when we toured there. So
Havana is a suburb of Tel Aviv. We're
oh, yeah, that's true.
15 miles northwest.
And in a lovely spot.
Sorry, northeast.
That's okay. I didn't remember to say that at all. So anyway, if you see Lynette, would you please tell her, yes, I will be there next week. And this is one of the characters I picked. Dear Mama, you ask if I am enjoying my place as Solomon's latest wife. Yeah, it's got its moments. What can I say? It's a life. Right now, I'm his darling, and I'm calling that a plus. Though the other wives say his attentions will fade when a new face inspires his lust. That's why there's so many of us. No, Mom, he doesn't sing like his father did. At least not when he's with me. But he's built a beautiful temple, Mama. And he writes decent poetry. Oh, he's a glorious king to be sure, and masterful in the boudoir. And you might think that's all he is good for. But really, he's pretty smart. Just last week, two women quarreled about a baby they both claimed. When he offered to cut the child in two, we all thought he'd gone insane. But it sure got that knot untangled. So if he doesn't sing like his father did, he's still all right with us, 'cause he's built a beautiful temple, Mama, and his poetry makes us blush. Well, Mom, I gotta go now. I'll try to write more later, 'cause it seems there's a queen needs my room for a bit. And they say that she's wealthy and oh so bewitching. And the king's so excited he's positively twitching. And I just became second rate. But oddly enough, I don't hate him, 'cause he doesn't sing like his father did. And I'm bored with his poetry. So though he's built a beautiful temple, Mama, she can have him, it's okay with me. Thank you.
Excellent. You know, it just occurred to me a few minutes ago that unlike a face-to-face show, I could actually take my cowboy boots off. So I've done that. I'm a little more comfortable now.
If you take anything else off, please don't announce it.
Excuse me.
If you do, we'll have to play poker.
There you go. Well, since I played a 6-string banjo on my Catfish song, I wanted to play you the real thing. This is a 5-string banjo built in 1891. And I want to play you a brand new song on an old banjo. Early in the morning the air is still. Mist lies deep at the bottom of the hill. Oh, so careful, so your mama won't see. Come meet me by the sycamore tree. Soft quicksilver heart of the night, earth asleep and the moon so bright. Slip out the screen door silently. Come meet me by the sycamore tree. Down by the creek where the sycamore grows, strip our bodies down to our souls. Skin so thin, your heartbeat shows. Praying nobody but the sycamore knows. Now and then in the middle of the day, everyone else is called away, and you find a little time that's free. Come meet me by the sycamore tree. We were so young then, but the world has changed. Everything is rearranged, and we're old folks now, anyone can see. But you still meet me by the sycamore tree. Down by the creek where the sycamore grows, strip our bodies down to our souls. Skin so thin, your heartbeat shows. Praying nobody but the sycamore knows. Come meet me by the sycamore tree. Thank you.
Nice picking, Daniel.
Yeah.
Thank you, whoever that was.
Jim Gill.
Oh, thank you, Jim. Another banjo player.
Yeah. Too big to frail.
I wrote this a few days after the last presidential election. Those of you who may take umbrage, I would just say, Woody Guthrie would say it. So, anyway, for an atheist, I write a lot of songs that are very religiously related. let me get this straight, just so we're on the same page. Make sure we're talking about the same guy. A weasel with raccoon eyes, small hands and skin that gets more orange with age. I must have clouds in my ears, maybe gotten too much sun, but I could have sworn I heard you say he won. I'm uncannily perceptive. I'm pretty much as hip as can be. I give sight to the blind. I change water into wine and have this thing for taking long, slow walks on the sea. I got a great sense of humor. Have to. I'm my father's son. But I can't tell if you're messing with me. You won? You mind telling me how that happened? Did I not articulate? Was I not clear on the concept? You know, good and evil, love and hate. Don't you know that dude'll do some damage? Not so easily undone. Well, you broke it, you bought it. You won. You see, there's this angel with a vengeance, and he and I made a bet. He said my disciples were hypocrites, and that darkness would win yet. So he fashioned him a candidate, and he said, this'll be fun. Guess I owe him a phone call. He won. Guess I owe Satan a phone call. I concede. He won.
One song.
Thank you. Thank you.
Damn it. It is. It's a great song.
Still fresh too, still relevant, unfortunately.
Too bad it's still relevant.
Yeah.
So while I'm thinking about it, Daniel, see, I don't know if everybody knows this here, but Daniel is 1/3 of the new Limelighters with Andy Corwin and Steve Brooks. And
right. We're
some
still
of
the
you
old
may
Limelighters
not
too, but
the old, all of the Limelighters. And I remember those being playing in my childhood, to the point where, especially with one of them, one of my mother's friends said, "Are you going to let them listen to that?"
Yeah, there are a few of those songs that there are a couple of them we just don't do anymore.
Yes,
like,
the one about date rape.
Madeira.
That's
Exactly.
the one.
Yes.
Yeah. Not so hot. But where can people find you next and or online?
Well, let's see. I don't have anything coming up soon that hasn't been either canceled or postponed, but you can find me at danielbowling.com, as long as you don't put any weird characters in bowling. It's BOLING. Yeah. And you can find us, the trio, at limelighters.com, and that one you got to leave a couple weird characters out. You got to leave out the GH. It's just LIMELITERS. Limelighters.com and danielbowling.com.
No GH for you. Right. And Eric, how about you?
So ericschwartz.com as it's spelled here. And I just started a Patreon page if anyone wishes to get involved in that. I believe it's /RedSchwartz, red as in the color. But also I do this thing many afternoons at 4:00 Eastern on my private page, which I think you may have linked me to. And it's basically meditative piano improvisation with some nice pictures and videos of visuals of flowers and sea lions and stuff like that. So often you can find me there just chilling out at around 4:00 on my private Facebook page as well. It's private, not private like you can't get to it, private like the person, not the artist, if you will. So
What
And
day
it's-
of the week? Just any day of the week?
most weekdays, yes.
That's really a different sort of image to the songs you've sung today.
Indeed.
Well, it's just something I found during quarantine. I just one day decided to play some piano, and it became a thing. And some people come by and every day and meditate to it, or just put it on and listen to something else, or do something else. And it's just kind of nice, chilly vibe kind of stuff for about half an hour.
And what time is that?
Usually around 4 o'clock Eastern.
And it's quite lovely and soothing.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, and me, I do this pretty much every other Sunday, although in November we're going to be doing it 3 times rather than 2 because the third Sunday in November is Black Friday weekend or whatever they call it these days. And so we decided not to get involved with that. So it'll be on today and the 15th and the 22nd. And we've got some good people coming up, and I'm very excited about the shows for November and December. And if you'd like to know more about them, put your name on the chat. By the way, if you haven't got your chat open, there's a whole nother world going on over there that you want to know about. Just put your email address in it, and I'll make sure you get on the list and know everything there is to know about any Sunday songwriters. And this is... People tell me my songs sound like Broadway musicals, and nowhere is that demonstrated more clearly than this one. Where are all the Gretas and Marlenas? And all the Mae Wests, where are they? No one tells the boys, come up and see me sometime. That's all out of style nowadays. But I still long for old times, steamy romance, and satin gowns and stockings with seams, and men that wear trench coats and fedora hats. I wish they'd bring that all back, 'cause I want to be a femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. I want to whistle like Bacall and have 'em all eating from my hand. They put me on a pedestal, competing for my glance. I want to be a femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. Though I am a liberated woman, sometimes I'd prefer to be a tease. And when I see those starlets with eyes come hither soft, I could pull that off, it seems to me. See? And men would buy me clothes and bring me jewelry, and open doors and pull me out a seat, and then stand by politely until I'd sit, enjoy my sparkling wit, a little risque repartee with a femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. I want to be the party doll that upsets all their other plans. I know it isn't fashionable, but it's so elegant. I want to be a femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. Dietrich and Davis, they had it made. Mansfield and Monroe, hey, where'd they all go? Well, the women we admire now in the movies are all doctors and lawyers and chiefs. They don't flutter their lashes or swing their hips. They don't pout their lips or sit on anyone's knee. And if they're in some older profession, they've all been reformed by Act 3. They've given up their cigarettes and champagne. I guess we've come a long way, but I sure miss the day of the femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. I want to give the boys the eye and call some guy my honey lamb. I'd have 'em all in a spell. I'd have 'em in a trance. If I was a femme fatale, I would be sensational. Normally,
Very
when I
nice.
do that one, I hike up my skirt a little bit, but you wouldn't be able to see that. So,
You'd have to hike it up quite a bit.
yeah, really kind of up to the chin.
Well, I sort of missed the political round when it went around, so we'll jump back to it now here. California burns again, stoked by Santa Ana wind. Last night a crew got trapped and pinned like dancers on a wire. Just kids who took a summer hire. A hero runs toward the fire. A mother's lonely, angry son, shooting children one by one, empties out another gun, the body count climbs higher. But a student from the junior choir, a hero runs toward the fire. I don't know you, but you're my brother. Our lives depend on one another. When we can't hide and it's too late to run, we have to go toward the gun. Where are the heroes who will lead our country in its gravest need? Whose duty comes before desire, who won't condone and won't conspire, who'll always call a liar, and bravely turn and face the fire. You don't know me, but I'm your brother. Our lives depend on one another. We can't hide, it's too late to run. We have to go toward the gun. A hero runs toward the fire. A hero runs toward the fire. A hero runs toward the fire. Thank you, folks.
Well, I have a fireplace here. Can you see my fireplace still?
We
Now that I'm
can't
on my
see you at all.
Can't see me at all.
No.
Your black screen.
Well, there's two of me.
Yes.
We're seeing
And both of them are
wait
black.
a minute. They're both black.
Yes.
Well, that just
There you
isn't-
are. There you are.
Yay. Okay.
Well, so much for technology. Can you see my fireplace now? Not really.
Yes.
I see drapery.
Yeah, it's just
yes.
behind you.
Yes.
Right. See a fireplace now?
Yes.
All right. This is my first record. It's like 25 years old. The traveler's tired. The sun will soon set. I once was inspired, but why forget? I've seen through the city and all that's not. Really, I don't need a lot.
'cause I'd love to go where there's nowhere to go, with someone beside me, sipping on tea, and under the Afghan will be, only be. Rats have all scurried, the streets are all bare, but tomorrow the hurried and worried and scared, they'll be scratching the sidewalks for a last piece of cheese. And all I can ask you is please, just build me a cabin, surround me with snow, 'cause I'd love to go where there's nowhere to go, with someone beside me, sipping on tea, and under the Afghan will be, only be. Kettle is calling from over the stove. Never a fire was so lovingly felt under drifts that the winter winds drove, in a world where the snows never melt. And hour after hour, sit and I stare, watching the faces emerge from the glare. They rise and descend into dust. I don't want to leave, but I know that I must. I must. I must. I must. So armed with an image, I will walk with the blind. My road is a rough one, to this I'm resigned. But when searching for solace, it's not very far, 'cause wherever I've got my guitar, I'm stuck in a cabin, surrounded with snow, and happy to be where there's nowhere to go, with someone beside me, sipping on tea, and under the Afghan with me. Yeah, so build me a cabin, surround me with snow, 'cause I'd love to go where there's nowhere to go, with someone beside me, sipping on tea, and under the Afghan will be, only be. Oh,
Well, that's a pretty one.
How lovely.
Goodness.
That was just beautiful.
Thank you.
So, because I couldn't remember when I said this the first time, on the 15th, I'll be joined by Eileen Kozloff and Jan Luby. And on the 22nd, I'll be joined by Rupert Waits and Stuart Marcus. And it's always this much fun. And it's always this wonderful experience with awe-inspiring songwriters. And so you want to be here. You really do. I'm just so delighted that we get to sing for you. This is such a treat. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to do one more from that Unsung album. This is a representative of, sometimes the story did get told, but it got told by whom I regarded as the wrong person. So. He was a pious man. He was a brute, best any man in a fight. Paid for my favors, 'cause he had to. I was Delilah, woman of the night. Something about the man drew me. It wasn't love, but I pulled him to me. 'Cause he'd be company while I waited for the real thing, but it got complicated. I took him as my lover, afraid to refuse. And a girl gets tired of being alone, but he had enemies who wanted to use me, so I knew I was living in a danger zone. But something about the man drew me. It wasn't love, but I pulled him to me. 'Cause he'd be company while I waited for the real thing, but it got complicated. No one asked me why I did it, 'cause they all thought they knew. Here's the reason between you and me. I only took the money 'cause it meant that I'd be free. I didn't believe him. 3 times he had lied. The night he told me about cutting his hair, it sounded silly. So imagine my surprise. Now it's too late to decide that I cared. But something about the man drew me. I knew it wasn't love, but I pulled him to me. 'Cause he was company while I waited for the real thing, but it got complicated. Now I've no company and no hope of the real thing. Thank you.
I tell you what, this multitasking, trying to keep up with the chat and enjoy the songs and and watch all these little Hollywood squares here. What a treat. Several people have said what a lovely way to spend an afternoon. I wholeheartedly agree. I'm always delighted to get to hear Jan and Eric, and of course it's been a long time since we got to be in the same room, so this is the next best thing. And same with so many of you who are dear friends and family members. I'm really honored that you came and joined us. This may be the last round, I'm not sure, we'll see, but want to do one of my more requested songs. There's no place like home. That's the way the story goes. And you can't get there from here, as far as anybody knows. It's each man for himself. Devil take those with the least, skipping hand in hand to hell, through the belly of the beast. Dorothy's getting so much older, she wouldn't recognize the land of Oz today. That dreary Kansas prairie couldn't hold her. She had dreams only her nightmares could betray. If I only had the heart, if I only had the brain, if I could pluck my courage up and take the chance. Expect no invitation, accept no condemnation. Tug these ruby slippers on and try to dance. Where do we go now? Are we who we thought we'd be? You still look like you. Most days I still feel like me. Have we really been on our own here all along? We stayed on those yellow bricks. So tell me what the hell went wrong. Dorothy is getting so much older. So many things have changed in all these years. Thought she'd do all right just like the wizard told her. But who among us outgrows all our childhood fears? When the emeralds all turn plastic and the tin's all gone to rust, we've given up on Glinda coming back to rescue us. When you're the only one left I can trust. If I only have the heart, if I only have the brain, if I can pluck my courage up and take the chance. Expect no invitation, accept no condemnation. Tug these ruby slippers on and try to dance.
Amazing.
Thank you all.
Awesome.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If this is our last round, thank you so much, Jan, for having me, and Daniel for doing what you do, and everybody for being here. You know, it's very easy, like Daniel said, it's very easy to play for no one these days because there is a fatigue. There's a Zoom fatigue. So the fact that you are here is greatly appreciated.
I'm thinking, Eric, that we may have time for one more apiece. There's no other band waiting to get on the stage, so.
That's true. That's true. All right. Cool. All right. This is another one from my first record, like, again, 25 years ago or so. Hattie and Maddie live downstairs from me. Same apartment since 1943. They've got embroidered pictures on the walls with quotes that no one said, and an autographed picture of Jesus Christ above their double bed. Well, there are two old ladies that can't be denied. Sudden Bennett and Capitano, their matching aprons hide a wilder side. And they will tell you about Paris over countless cups of tea. Maybe you will get the clue, but at first it eluded me that they're the founding mothers of the revolution of mating with a blatant disregard for evolution. The lesbians extraordinaire, the years before they cut their hair. The 4 stories over all the pushing and the shoving. Hattie and Maddie got some brownies in the oven, sitting down and knitting and loving their whole life through. In order to maximize your enjoyment of the second verse, I need to give you a free French and art history lesson. The Mona Lisa is not the real official name of that, the picture of the smiling chick. No, the real name of the picture of the smiling chick is, well, you can type it in there. It's kind of hard there. Normally, if we're in public, people yell it out, but yelling it out won't do you much good. I mean, it'll do you much good if you know it. Then you'll feel pretty good, that you knew it. But I won't hear it anyway. Have I taken enough time yet? So, the Mona Lisa's real name is La Gioconde in French. La Gioconda in Italian. All right, this is important, very important for this incredibly important lyric. Hattie Matty met through Gertrude Stein. Gertrude Stein partying in Paris, high on hash and wine. And Hattie said, I'm fond of La Joconde and her strange and sexy style. So Mattie said, with eyes of red, I know it made her smile. And now, Hattie and Mattie, they bake for everyone. But their brownies make our parties so much fun. 'Cause it's a special recipe that they got from Alice B. So I should have known when I heard the groans, but it took me years to see that they're the founding mothers of the revolution, the mating with a blatant disregard for evolution, lesbian extraordinaire, years before they cut their hair, the 4 stories over all the pushing and the shoving, Hattie and Mattie got some brownies in the oven, sitting down and knitting and loving their whole life through. So that used to be the end of the song, but then things changed. I was going up and playing the Kate Wolf Festival in Northern California, north of San Francisco. It was the weekend right after, the day after, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of gay marriage in all 50 states. So, as you can imagine, spirits at this folk festival north of San Francisco were very high. Now, not only I was there, but also a woman named Holly Near was there. Holly Near has been singing this song of mine for many years. And so I was excited that she was going to be there. And of course, she sang the song to a sea of women and got more applause than I did when I sang the song. I was a little annoyed at that. So I decided that I needed to go and, do something about it. So I went and I wrote this last verse on a napkin in the food court. Hattie and Mattie put on their Sunday best. They caught an Uber to the courthouse steps. They took their place in line, and hand in hand, they made the climb. They kissed and hugged, and Mattie shrugged and said, it's about frickin' time, 'cause they're the founding mothers of the revolution, the memory, massaging, and gentle camouflaging, the lesbians extraordinaire, looking up years before they cut their hair. Google it, 4 stories over all the pushing and the shoving. Hattie and Mattie got some brownies in the oven, sitting and knitting, they're loving their whole life through, 'cause that's what they do. Sitting and knitting, they're loving their whole life through. Why don't you bake me a brownie and I'll sing you a song.
Oh,
that's a favorite. I'm glad you did that.
That was
Eric,
great.
If you do one more,
You've
had your George W. Bush songs. You've got to have a Trump song.
I just sang one.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm talking about on the order of, Clinton got a blowjob, something like that.
Not yet. I don't have that. The man was too upsetting to me to write something funny about him, frankly. Would be the honest answer to that.
Well, we will have time for one more round after this song. thank everybody for being here. That's so cool. Old friends, they call you on the phone sometimes, or show up on your doorstep and say, remember when? Unpack their adventures and hang them in the closets of your heart. Old friends, they make their old friends, they write their letters years too late, but you write back anyway. They wake you late at night, calling from the airport in between flights. I used to worry everyone was leaving and soon they'd all be gone. But I was wrong, 'cause life goes on. Sooner or later they all come home. Old friends, no one could measure or compare the treasure of these memories we share. And I will always care for old friends. This is for y'all, by the way. I used to worry everyone was leaving and soon I'd be alone. But I was wrong, 'cause life goes on. Sooner or later we all come home. Old friends, all our paths will cross again, like multicolored ribbons enlaced through time and space. And there will always be a place for old friends. Ooh.
Oh, how lovely.
So, last round. What you got for us, Daniel?
All right. Well, I've been singing all my own songs, but I'm going to do a cover song. Speaking of old friends, and I was talking earlier about my dear friend Tim Henderson. I want to do a Tim Henderson song for you. This has got a call and response part. So y'all just go ahead and respond, but do it with your mics muted. Otherwise, we're going to have a real cacophony, because the latency of the internet makes it impossible to do things synchronized from different locations. So you'll know your part when it comes along, and you just sing it there in your own space. My cousin Hester is a... My gosh, I've never forgotten that line before. My cousin Hester is a...
Baby chick sexer.
Thank you. There we go. You don't use them, you lose them. My cousin Hester is a baby chick sexer. Nobody knows how she knows what she knows. Show her 10,000 chicks and there's not one'll perplex her. And nobody knows how she knows what she knows. She can sex 'em by day, she can sex 'em by night. Little hens on the left, little cocks on the right. Wait 90 days, you'll find out she was right. And nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows. Nobody knows how she knows what she knows. Nobody knows how she knows. But she knows. Remember, you gotta be muted or it really throws me off, because you're coming off sync. And her mother, Rose Pfister, my own mother's sister, said nobody knows how she knows what she knows. Telling each little chick miss from each little mister. and nobody knows how she knows what she knows. Folks don't want cocks that crow, they want hens that lay eggs. And you can't tell a whole lot just by spreading their legs. And Hester won't tell though you plead and you beg. So nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows. Nobody knows how she knows what she knows. Nobody knows how she knows, but she knows. And her father, old Cotter, he says of his daughter, nobody knows how she knows what she knows. She knows thousands of things there's no way she should oughter, and nobody knows how she knows what she knows. She's the best chicken sexer for hundreds of miles, but I fear there's more witchcraft than knowledge in her guiles. And Hester just smiles, that inscrutable smile, and won't say how she knows. So nobody knows. Nobody knows how she knows what she knows. Nobody knows how she knows, but she knows. Y'all sounded wonderful. Thanks again, Jen, for having me and Eric here on the show with you. Thanks for doing these at all, and thanks for such a wonderful crowd of old friends and new friends for showing up.
Well, for my part, it was my pleasure. Trust me.
Vern and Lenore are out there, and this is the song that I like to sing for them. So this is a Peter Mayer song, and it's one of my favorite songs. It gets me every time. If I don't get through one of those bridges without choking up, it's because I don't think I ever have. But, all right. Peter Mayers, I think he's from the Midwest. I'm thinking Minnesota, but I'm not sure. Mayer. He's a brilliant, wonderful singer and writer. So, in Vernon and Lenore, I love you both, so it's nice to see you here. When I was a boy, each week, Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread. Everybody would kneel and bow. How things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. When I went to Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two, Jesus made the water wine. I remember feeling sad, kind of stuff don't happen still. Now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything, everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small, but an even better magic trick is anything is here at all. It's so challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. Holy water was rare at best, barely wet my fingertips. Now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. It makes me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Read a questioning child's face. They say it's not a testament. That'd be pretty hard to say. And see another new morning come, say it's not a sacrament, telling you it can't be done. This morning outside I stood, saw a little red-winged bird, shining like the burning bush, and reading like the scripture verse. Made me want to bow my head, 'cause I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. Used to be a world half there, heaven's second rate, hand me down. Now I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now.
Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, you just made this entire year worth it. So one of the ways that I've been keeping myself sane for these last... there's something I need to tell you about, because I promised I would. On my website, I have these pieces of jewelry. I don't know if you can see this. The earrings, the bracelet, that are made from my guitar strings by a woman named Kathy who lives in Ohio. And you send her your guitar strings and she makes beautiful jewelry. And so if you'd like to, you can go to janseides.com, spelled exactly the way it is in this little square, and go see if there's some piece of jewelry there that appeals to you. I know Kathy would appreciate it. And just go to my website anyway, because why not? So one of the ways I've been keeping myself sane during the last couple months, and that's sane from my own point of view and possibly my husband's, but I don't know if... I mean, if he's not sane either, then we both look sane to each other, right? Is by writing. I've written more songs in the last 7 months than I usually write in a few years. And one of the ways I've been doing that is because I belong to a couple groups where they offer prompts, either 5 days or once a week, and however long you can stand it. And this prompt was cracked, and it just happened to coincide as, for some magical reason, things like this often do, with the picture that makes the song possible. So between the prompt and the picture, this is what came out. Did I say the prompt was cracked? It was. All the lessons you learned are gold. All the scars where you healed are strong. You may once or twice have been broken. There is nothing wrong. All the places where you are cracked, all the trials you rose above, all the faults that you think you have, they're the reasons why you're loved. 'Cause your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you you, and the cracks are there, so your light shines, your light shines. All the outcomes that didn't match all your plans and all your dreams, all the beauty you think you lack, is ablaze for all to see. 'Cause your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you cracks are there, so your light shines, your light shines. In Japan, they have an art form. If you break a piece of pottery, you put it together again with resin and gold, and if anything, it's more beautiful after you're through than it was when it was whole. It's true, nothing is perfect, nothing is perfect, and that matters so much less than you'd expect. 'Cause your light shines through, your light shines through, it's what makes you you, and the cracks are there, so your light shines, your light shines through. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. If we could all uncloak for just a moment and give Eric and Daniel the round of applause they are truly due. Thank you for being here.
What a perfect song to end on, Jan. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was great, Jan. Thank you very much.
Thank
So
you.
talented, yeah.
Appreciate you all.
This will go down in history.
Very nice.
I just found my unmute button.
Yay!
Hey.
Yeah, this
That was-
this is Andy Murphy. I'm Jan's
That's my
husband.
husband.
Hey,
And
Andy.
Dan and Eric, that was just outstanding. Every song, every note.
Oh,
It
thank
was excellent.
Thank you so much. It was
Real
really
fun for us.
Thank you all for coming to
Yes,
our
Thanks
house.
everybody for being here. I'm so reluctant to leave when one of these happens.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Lindsay Hazley. I haven't seen you in decades, I think.
Lindsay, I didn't see you down there. By the way, one more thing. If you're in Austin, the place that these shows started out, which I'm now not limited to people in or passing through Austin, I can call on people from everywhere. Yay. But the place where they started out is a place called Kick Butt Coffee on the corner of Koenig and Airport. And if you're in Austin, I so would appreciate, and I'm sure they would too, if you'd just go buy some coffee or help them stay afloat until they can open up again.
The
So-
chai lattes are awesome.
Everything there is awesome.
Yeah, it's
really.
all good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And the reason it's called Kick Butt is because the owner also owns a Tai Chi studio. So, yeah, I mean, if you're into Tai Chi, he'd be a really good teacher, I'm sure of
A
it.
great teacher. I went to his school for years.
Did
Tai
you?
Chi and Kung Fu. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I
Okay.
also, sorry, Jan.
Oh, that's all right.
I just wanted to plug all these incredible artists, singer-songwriters, professionals. Go to the tip jar, and show some appreciation there. But also go to their websites, because I know that they all have albums, numerous albums. Many of you probably already have them, but if you don't, that's just a great way to get to have this at your disposal whenever you want it.
Oh, and they make great gifts, and you know what's coming.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys for hosting this.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. I hate to leave you, but we've got to go.
Hi, everybody.
Bye.
Everybody, good to see you all.
Can I make a
Bye-bye. Lovely to see
Okay.
you all.
Great to see y'all.
Be safe.
See
Stay
you
well.
too. Yes, please stay well.
Adios.
Can I make a
Hi.
short announcement to anybody that's left?
Yes, please do,
Yeah,
but
next
hurry.
Next Saturday, I have the wonderful pleasure of doing a 1:30 in the afternoon a show, and we're actually going to be together. Joanna Howard and Michael Cross, More Love Music, are going to be doing a live stream on Facebook, and we've been planning this for months. Mike got a gig with the ACL, basically playing BB King. We had to cancel the last one, but we're going to do
Is
it
it too
definitely
late
next
to ask
Saturday.
that you put the information in the chat?
Yes, please do.
Yeah, I will put the information. How do I get to the chat? There's a chat.
Click chat at the bottom of your screen, and a whole new world will open up.
All right, yeah, I'll put that
Just
down. We're gonna
type in the the website so that we can find
Okay.
you.
I will do that. And I see where it is. There's
Excellent.
chat. Well,
Yeah, you
Lindsay,
got to do it now
I'll post it
before
to
we
Kurbert's.
disappear.
well,
Lindsay, could you
Also,
post
if you
it to the
I
Kurbert's?
won't close this until he's done.
all right, we're good here. Let me go ahead and do that. We'll make that happen.
and folks, if you hit those little three dots in the lower right corner at the bottom of chat, it'll let you save the chat, and you can go back and see what you missed.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, Daniel. I didn't get it. Where is it? Oh, it's Maddie and Ozzy.
Yeah, at the very last line on chat there, over to the right of file, you'll see three little dots that says more if you put your
Yes,
cursor
but he
over
hasn't posted it. After he types it in, he has to hit the enter or it won't print.
Oh, I see. Lindsay hasn't. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Still typing.
I don't see Lindsay there.
Still typing.
Well, I'll find it. We'll find it.
Lindsay, post it to the Kerrville, the Kurbert's website.
Yeah, I do. I get it on there. I get it on the Mocha website. I get it on my own timeline, so my friends get it, and a couple other places we put that out. Joanna's doing a poster for it, and we're going to start on it. Did that chat go out?
Just
Just
Yes.
more
/over music.
More love music.
Music. That's not a. That's an L.
Yeah. That's Michael's thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be next Saturday at 1:30, and we're going to take our little RV and park in Joanna's yard so we can socially distance and just get together and pick Friday night, and then Saturday we're going to do 1:30. We're going to do the show. It'll be me and Beth Gallagher.
That's almost a normal time over here.
Yeah, backing them up, and Cheryl's going to be there and sing something, I think, too, or at least chip in on harmonies, and it's going to be a really lovely show. They're two of my favorite people on in the music community, and since they've gotten together, boy, it's just they're magical, totally magical.
Well, it's officially lunchtime in Albuquerque. I'm going to sign off, but love you all. Thanks.
Here, I'm going.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
Ending the meeting.
All right.